So today we're going to dive into a simple but really beautiful story that has a powerful message right at its heart. This is our explainer on the small cloud's great gift. And honestly, it might just change how you see your own impact on the world.
And right from the very beginning, we meet our hero, a little cloud named Puff. And this one thought, it kind of defines him, right? It's that quiet, nagging question I think a lot of us have felt at some point. Am I really making a difference? Am I useful?
So this is the big question that drives the entire story. And it's not really just about a cloud, is it? It's about the power that's hidden inside anything or, anyone that feels a little bit insignificant. So let's find out how this story answers that.
All right, let's get into it. Act 1. This is where we really get to understand Puff's quiet doubt, that feeling he has of being, well, completely and utterly insignificant. And this right here, this gets to the very heart of his problem. See, on one side, you've got Puff. He's small, he's quiet. And then you have the other clouds. They're huge, they're loud, they make thunder, they create these big dramatic storms. He's just stuck comparing his quiet little self to their massive impact. Okay, so in Act 2, something really important happens. The whole perspective shifts. Puff stops looking up and comparing himself to the other clouds, and for the first time, he really, truly looks down at the world below him. And this one moment, wow, it changes absolutely everything. It's such a simple act, just looking down. But in that moment, he sees something way beyond his own self-doubt. He sees a world that's in desperate need. And the problem just starts to unfold right in front of him. First thing he notices, the very foundation of the village's life, the plants, are just withering away in the dry, cracked earth.
And it doesn't stop there. Next, he sees the river, which is supposed to be the lifeblood of the whole community, and it's shrinking. It's just disappearing. The sense of desperation is getting really hard to ignore.
But then he sees the human cost. This isn't just about some dry plants anymore. It's about the children. Their energy, their joy, it's all gone. And suddenly for Puff, this problem becomes deeply, deeply personal.
And that brings us to the climax of the story in Act 3. I just love this title because it says it all. The solution isn't some mighty storm. It's just one small, gentle squeeze. This is it. This is the moment of truth. He decides to push past all those doubts, he sees the need, and he decides he's going to do something. He has no idea if it'll be enough, but he knows he just has to try his best. And really, that's everything, isn't it? You can almost break down what he does into these 4 simple but really powerful steps. First, he saw the need. Then, instead of floating away, he floated closer. Third, he acted with real intention. And finally, and this is the most important part, he just gave what he could. He didn't try to be a giant storm cloud. He was just Puff. So what happens? Well, it wasn't a huge storm. It was something quiet, something gentle, something that was perfectly Puff. Drop by single drop, a soft rain began to fall. He gave his gift in the only way he knew how. Okay, so that brings us to the final act, Act 4. And this is where we get to see the true, incredible power of that one small, gentle gift. And just look at this. The ripple effect is just amazing. Those few small drops, they changed everything. The flowers started to lift their heads up, the river began to sparkle and shine again, and most importantly, joy came back to that village. Those tired children were now laughing and dancing in the rain. After this incredible transformation, it's almost like the world itself responds to him. In this beautiful, simple moment, the sun peeks out and just smiles down on Puff. It's like a silent thank you for his small act of kindness. And you know what? It's not just the world outside that's changed. With that simple smile from the sun, Puff's whole internal world transforms. For the first time, he doesn't feel doubt. He feels fulfilled. His small, quiet action brought him the deep, quiet joy he'd been looking for all along.
And this is it. This is the big truth he learned. It's not about being the biggest or the loudest or the most powerful. It's about realizing that even the smallest among us can help in the biggest, most important ways. Let's actually give this a name. Let's call it the Puff Principle. It's this simple, profound truth that we can all take away from this story. Our small, gentle, consistent contributions that can create enormous waves of positive change. And so the story leaves all of us with this final, really personal question. When you look at your world, at your own village, what is that one small, gentle gift that only you can give? What single drop of rain are you going to be today?